Hey guys, so my name is Gigi Crescenzo and I play volleyball at the University of Memphis. It is a Division I volleyball program. I am an outside hitter, and for those of you who don't know what that is, I hit the ball, try and get some kills, and I also play back row a lot of the time too, and that's what I think is most fun, digging the ball. So what I'm going to do in this video today is I'm going to tell you guys about my volleyball team, kind of show you the day in the life, what we do, typical practice days with classes and game days as well. And I'm going to show you how our volleyball team is a discourse community. What a discourse community is a group of people who all share similar goals, participation, expertise. We use different genres to be able to accomplish our goals, and there's intercommunication among our team in quite a few different ways. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So how I conducted my research of how the University of Memphis volleyball program is a discourse community is I interviewed many of my teammates to show all the characteristics of a discourse community, and I will also be expanding a little bit more on their answers because they don't know what a discourse community really is. And I also showed a day in the life of what we do so that you guys can really get an inside look of our discourse community and how it functions. Participation is a very important aspect of a discourse community, especially when it comes to sports teams. So we participate in many different ways. The first most important piece of participation is practice. Practice is where we get better in how we develop our skills on the court, and it also allows us to get to know how each other plays a little bit better. And just by practicing, we even get to learn a little bit more about each other on and off the court. Sabrina, do you think all the participation requirements that we do, like practice, extra reps, going in for treatment in study hall, are beneficial to our well-being?
Okay, sometimes it is to an extent, but sometimes going in too much is a lot. It's bad for you because you're just overworking your body.
Because it is very easy to overwork your body, it is important that we get treatment and recovery and do things to prevent injury. So here is our training room of how we do that. So this is the training room. There's Caitlin, she's always in here. This is our trainer Meredith, she's a great gal. We have to do shoulder maintenance here twice a week, and we also do recovery tubs by either contrasting in the hot, then the cold 3 times, or we just take an ice bath after a long weekend. Hey guys, I'm headed out to practice. It is almost 8. We don't start practice till 9 today, which was a nice surprise. It is freezing out, but we have to get there half an hour early every time we practice so that we can warm up and stretch and everything. And then this week is my group's turn to do pre-practice rituals, and usually we have to set up the nets and sweep the courts and get out the water bottles and everything, so I have to get there even earlier. So I'll see you guys there. So this is our locker room. We come in here before every practice. So we just got out of practice at the Finch, and it was a pretty good one, pretty short. Our coach let us out pretty early, so that was very nice. So now we have about an hour to get ready for our classes, go home, shower, eat some food, and hurry to class. My next class is English, so I'll see you guys there. A couple other aspects of participation are going to study hall, which we are required to get 6 hours every week if you are a freshman or a transfer, and also dependent on how your grades are, they might make you do a couple more hours. If you have C's or lower, then they'll add some hours to your study hall. And we also do team bonding a lot. A lot of the times we don't plan this out. It's just like comes naturally with building relationships on the team. And these both are important aspects of participation because if we don't go to study hall, then we won't keep our grades up, and it allows us to catch up on our homework. And team bonding is important so that we build a connection with our teammates, and this allows us to play better on the court together. So you will see a little bit of us, like what we do in our free time. You know, where are we right now?
Study hall.
How long have you been here?
An hour.
How many classes did you have today?
1 class.
Do you think that study hall is beneficial to your learning?
Of course I did.
Do you think you'd get all of your homework done if you didn't have required study hall hours?
Definitely not.
Well, I'm with Sabria right now,
guys,
and
what's up?
what class are we in?
We're in our racial and ethnic minority class.
So what have you done today, Sabria?
I've been to rehab twice, and now I'm here. So
What time did you wake up this morning?
I woke up at 10:30 because the days are off days, so that's the only time you can ever sleep in. And then we went to rehab at 11, got my flu shot, then went home, ate some food, and then went back to another rehab for my shoulder at 1. So
What other classes did you have today?
this is the only class I have today, but then I have to go to study hall to get our 6 hours of study hall in for this week.
All right, thank you. Now I'm going to be showing you a little bit about intercommunication that our team as a discourse community uses each and every day. Intercommunication is very important so that we know what's going on and off the court. This allows us to be able to communicate what we see when we play opponents and who's going to get the ball and where to hit the ball so that we can develop a better strategy to win. And under intercommunication falls what we call lexicon. Lexicon are words that discourse community use that only people within the discourse community would know if they heard the word. So some of my teammates are going to explain how we use intercommunication each and every day. So I'm here with Adjoa Osborne right now. She is a middle blocker junior. From where are you from?
I am originally from the Virgin Islands, but I lived in Maryland, 2 different parts of Houston, and San Francisco.
So what are different ways that we on the University of Memphis volleyball team intercommunicate with each other on the court? So like, how do we talk to each other on the court?
Oh, we call the ball, whether or not it's mine or not. We call our sets, our plays. We talk about what's going on the other side of the net, what they're running.
Okay, can you give me some examples?
So, for example, if looking at the other side of the net, I can tell you if the setter is up or not. If she's up, that means that you only have to worry about 2 hitters, but the setter can dump the ball. If she's down, you have 3 hitters. Another example of calling the ball, like if the ball comes to you, then you say mine. So yeah.
Why is this important?
It's important because you just don't want to hurt anybody. I said mine once and Gigi gave me a concussion.
Okay, hi, we're here with Andrea O'Connor. She is a sophomore middle blocker, but she redshirted, so she is going to be graduating with me.
And me.
So, Andrea, what are some words that we use on our volleyball team that only people on our team would know?
Hounded.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means just it's supposed to mean like deep down everyone focus up, but it's more just used like as a joke to lighten the mood.
Is there anything else? What about during film? Is there any words that we use to explain the game plan?
Well, if the setter sets the ball over with two hands, it's called a cheese, apparently. And if the middle, aka me, whiffs at a ball, it's called a waffle.
All right. How do you guys think the life of a volleyball student athlete compares to the life of a football student athlete?
I think we are more beneficiary because we have more fans and more people that support us in certain ways.
Do you think that people on a volleyball team are closer to their teammates than those on a football team?
I think the fact that we see each other every day,
We see each other
go
every
to, and the brotherhood that comes in football.
The sisterhood that comes with volleyball.
But there's like a whole town on a football
yeah,
team.
you couldn't go and name everybody. I could go name everybody on my team, like where they're from.
But it's already implied in football team that you're a family, and then the fact that you're meeting new people every day grows the bond closer.
Yeah, but
to know each other. And
just-
I do know everybody's name on the team.
I think it's a better bond with a smaller team because everybody's friends with everybody.
So now we have genres. Genres are another important part of intercommunication when it comes to discourse communities. One of the most important genres that I found that we have are itineraries. However, they are not the only form of genres that we have. We also have practice plans that we get every time we step into the gym. We can see what drills we have on schedule for the day. We have food forms that we fill out whenever we travel. And we also have our game book. It shows like our how we do film. It shows the players of the opponents that we're playing and what their tendencies are, is where they hit, and everything else.
Hi, my name is Hannah Flowers and I'm on the volleyball team here at the University of Memphis. So one thing that we get before every weekend, especially travel weekends, are itineraries. And these itineraries just kind of list out our day-to-day activities in when we're leaving for the airport or for the bus, when we're heading to meals, or even what time we're leaving for the hotel for the gym. These itineraries are super important to keep a group of 20 people organized, and especially since we travel Thursday through Sunday, that's 4 days. It's a super long time, so the itineraries are super important to make sure everyone's on the same page, everyone knows when we're leaving, what we're going to be doing for the whole weekend, and so everyone can plan accordingly.
Our film room. This is where we watch film a couple times a week before games. We also do it in the field house too before the game, so that we can just keep refreshing up on what the game plan is for the night, and hopefully we'll win.
We watch film on our opponents to understand their tendencies and figure out ways to stop them from scoring. We watch film on ourselves in order to fix our mistakes. I personally enjoy watching film because it gives us a chance to either rewind things or slow things down so we can truly see what we're doing.
Okay, Andrea, what makes someone an expert of the University of Memphis volleyball team?
I'd say someone that's been here for a while. I mean, they've like learned the ropes, but also it's not hard for a freshman, for a newcomer to come in and learn the ropes just as easily. You just have to be able to pay attention and follow directions.
Do you think it's necessary to be the best person on the team skill-wise to be an expert, or can anyone be an expert?
Definitely not. It can be anyone on the team. It's just basic like showing up on time, or just basic common sense and common manners when it comes to sports that you've literally learned since you were a kid.
Do you think it's hard to balance the life of playing a sport and school and your social life?
Yes, most definitely.
Why?
Because you have limited time to study, because majority of the time you're either on the road or playing, and also you don't have a social life because you're always here. So,
Thank you.
no problem.
The final aspect of a discourse community are the goals. So as a volleyball team, our main goal is to win, and while that is very important, we also just want to be successful and improve on what we're practicing each and every day. So I'm going to show you what a typical game day is like, and I chose a home game because it's a little bit easier to film and we have a lot of rules about not having phones out, so it's kind of hard having with traveling and everything. So I hope you enjoy a typical game day. I just got into practice today. It is game day. We only have an hour practice today, so it should be short and sweet, just a couple serves and passing to get warmed up for the game. Just got done with practice. Mia, how do you feel about practice today?
Pretty good. It was short and sweet.
What are you gonna go home and do with our couple-hour break?
I'm gonna go buy some jeans and get some breakfast.
Meredith, what time do we have to be at the field house for our game tonight?
So we have to be 15 minutes early to every occasion. So I'll be there at 3.
Who do we play?
We play Houston.
How do you feel about this game?
They're phenomenal, but we can win.
Good. All right, we'll see you guys later. So I'm headed home now after practice. It was pretty short and it's very chill usually on game days because they don't want us to get too tired out before we play. It is almost 11 right now and we don't have to be at the field house until about 3 o'clock, so that's like a nice break. Usually we're really rushed after we get out of practice, but I'll probably take a nap and get ready for the game. So I'm in the locker room now at the field house with Agnes. She's from Estonia. We're just waiting around for everyone else to get here. We have film in the film room at the field house in about, what time do we have film at?
3:10.
3:10, so just a couple minutes. And then we will go and eat our pregame meal, which is usually from Amerigo, but it's not the best. We don't like it all the time. And then we start our serve and pass before the game, and it should get rolling. Hope to see some of you there. I'm back in my room after the game. Unfortunately, we lost in 4 sets. We won the second one, but lost the last one 25 to about, like, what was the score? 20. We should have won, but it's all right. Hopefully we'll win our next game on Sunday against Tulane. This will be our last game of the season, so should be a good one. And yeah, got to go out to dinner with my parents tonight. Good seeing them. And what is your favorite part of being on the Memphis volleyball team?
Memphis volleyball is like being a part of a family. When I first came to college, I didn't know anybody, but they were very welcoming.
That's great.